Good morning, planet Earth. This is Mango Thunderslice reporting from the Pacific coast of North America, New Year's Eve 2016. And just a few thoughts I'd like to share with whoever's willing to hear them on this last day of 2016. Shed some energy from the old age, from the old traditions that's no longer needed in the new era that we're now entering, all of us and me individually. And, this is... this video is called Christmas is a Lie, alright? But you know what, ironically, or maybe not ironically, this was my favorite Christmas this year in 2016 of any that I can remember since I was a little kid living in Tahoe when, it was real Christmas with a ton of snow. And, without snow it's hard to really get into it in California. But in any case, it was cold enough in Nevada to recreate the feeling of snow, and it was a great time with family, totally awesome. And but there's just something that I was talking about with Space Panther last night that again, I really don't want to bring with me forward into the future of civilization, and something that I will not be implementing with any human beings that I help create is this lie that's associated with Christmas. The holiday itself, wonderful. It's great being with family. It's great, exchanging gifts and, remembering the year and having that reflective time. That's a celestial event. That's a natural part of the human life on this planet as long as we have seasons. Is, the year comes and goes. The sun rises and sets earlier and later in the year. And everything, our entire food, everything that is our life comes with that cycle, okay? We only live happy, peaceful lives because the weather is nice because of the sun. But in any case, this is what I don't get, is that there's so much that's awesome about Christmas as it is, and yet we have this Santa Claus lie. We have the claws of Satan entering the home for no reason other than to basically provide a diversionary amusement by lying to children and getting them to think during their reality formation process, the developmental years, the first 7 years of life. This is when experiences matter so much more than anything that comes after, because it sets the pattern of experience and emotional development. And so to tell kids that basically there's a Santa Claus, to lie to them, just why? Because it's amusing to you? Like, it's what our parents did. Yeah, your parents did a lot of shit that you probably shouldn't do to your kids. That's how evolution works in the first place. And, so I don't understand why we need to lie to children in order to teach them about the value of appreciating each other and, just remembering that, you do have family and, whether it's blood family or just, energetic family, you know what I'm talking about. Like, just be grateful for that and use that time to appreciate that, actively. But no, apparently that's not good enough for the human race. We got to add some marketing materials in there, and we got to throw the lie in there. And I think this isn't just some frou-frou thing. I think it's really malicious to just treat the reality formation process of a child and as nothing, and to really discount how much a parent's words mean to a kid when they're really young. They mean everything. That kid is those words are like better than a scripture is to a religious person. Those words from a parent are to the child who is developing in their first few years on this planet. And so to lie to them and to have them look like a jackass, like a fool in front of whoever it is, whether it's a sibling or a classmate or whoever, to tell them later on, your parents lied to you, there's no Santa Claus. And, either, anybody who at one time believed that there was a Santa Claus, the hyperdimensional being bringing shit to you and giving it to you, unless you're Jewish or Muslim, or, basically through your chimney, it's like... anyone who believed that in the first place has to have that moment where they look like a jackass in front of that, older sibling or friend of a friend, whoever, and then that is not a small thing to us, traumatized, cauterized, emotionally stunted adults here in satanic imperial society. But to them, it matters a lot to know that their parents defrauded their reality formation process and sold them a lie just because, oh, well, we like to give them imaginative stories. And so here's what happens. People go on developing in life, half of which are stuck in fantasy land and can't handle reality, and the other half are stuck in reality land, totally miserable, and can't appreciate the power of their imagination, the power of, like, artistic, right brain, just activity that doesn't have to have a logical purpose. And so it splits the mass collective psyche of the human species by splitting it on each individual level. Every Western household that uses the Santa Claus myth is lying to their children. And I think that's satanic. His name is an anagram of Satan, Santa, and I don't trust him. And I'm not going to let him into my home when I have new humans running around. And so that's it. On that note, I absolutely love New Year's Eve. This is really my favorite of the holidays because it's actually Space Panther and it's our anniversary. So this is 4 years we've been together. We've already transformed the planet, and it's time for 4 more years. 4 more years, and then some. All right, because this is a lifelong journey, and we're transforming the universe around us, and happy to share that journey with you. So much love to you all. I'll see you on the other side. Tuck and roll. Yee!